welcome back to my class. You know that I am Melissa, junior lecturer of Elizabeth High School and Junior College. So here in today's class we are discussing the 8th chapter, which is dealing with the civics subject first year, and chapter name is democracy. In this, first we will discuss about the meaning and definitions of the democracy. Here the term democracy is derived from the two Greek words, namely the demos and the kratio. Here in Greek language, the word demos means the people and the other word kratio means the power. So here the democracy is the government supported by the power of the people. Exactly. So ultimate here the political power in democracy vested in the people only. So in ancient Greek cities, state peoples could directly participate in the formation of the government and making of laws also. So here in modern big states, this is done through the representatives of the people. Exactly. So here the different ways of definitions are derived from the different economies to the democracy, and the great personalities are Abraham Lincoln and Lord Berkeley and J.R. Seeley and A.V. Desai. All these are the personalities who describe the democracy in their views in different ways. Get it? So after the meaning and definitions of the democracy, now we will see the features of democracy here. The features of democracy are like liberty, equality, independent judiciary, government of the people, majority rule, follows institution principles, against to violence and revolutions, importance of human rights, right to speak, encouragement to ideas, against imperialism and war. Now after the features of democracy, now we will see the types of democracy here. Here the democracy is mainly classified into two types, that is direct democracy and indirect democracy. So now we will see about the direct democracy devices here. In this government, people participate directly in the government affairs and policy making without their representative. That government known as direct democracy. Get it? So here the direct democracy is originated in the ancient cities of Greece and Rome. Now it become a thing of the past. Exactly. Even how it is implementing in Switzerland with some minor changes. So here the four devices of the direct democracy, namely as referendum, initiative, recall. So all these are the devices of direct democracy. Now we will see the merits of democracy here. In modern world, almost every state has choose the democracy because of its merits. Exactly. So the merits of the democracy are the efficient form of government and upholds the individual liberties and importance of equality and the political awareness and the promote patriotism, and the democracy serves as a school of citizenship, and also democracy includes the moral values, and here the democracy gives the preference to the public opinion, and also it reduces the danger of revolution and the symbol of progress and welfare programs, and at last the support world peace. Exactly. But here with the merits, some are demerits are also there in democracy, and they are like expensive government, weak and unstable government, and government by the minority, and the discouragement to culture, civilization and intellectual development, and at last the slow decision making. Exactly. So all these are the demerits of democracy. So after this merits and demerits, now we will see about the essential conditions for the success of democracy. So here in this, democracy is regarded as the best form of government. At the same time, it is the most difficult form of government also. Here the minimum conditions are essential for its successful function. Exactly. So certain countries democracy has been a great success, while in others it is a failure. So here the conditions are essential for the successful working of democracy are like independent and impartial press, and written constitution, and urge and thirst for democracy, and the internal vigilance and will to act, and also the independence of judiciary and strong position and regular elections, and the active part of local self governments and division of powers, and also the political, economical and social justice and the proper education system, and at last the faith in democracy. So all these are the essential conditions to successful democracy here. So after this, now we will see the role of public opinion in democracy. So here in this, the term public opinion was coined by the philosopher John in the 17th century. Here the concept itself predicates John that the populi or peoples is similar in Latin concept also. So here the today public opinion is defined in the way that is collective evaluation expressed by the people on political issues and policies and institutions and individuals also. So here the public opinion charges the policy through the passive observations that accumulate the among us citizens only. So here the public opinion is important in a democracy because the people are the ultimate source of political power. Exactly. So it is very important to understand the factors that shape the public opinion as a whole. So here these include the social classes, education, region, age, gender, ethnic groups and etc. are there, and many more are there. So here the society is not a homogeneous whole. Exactly. That's why it is made up of a components. Each component faces the different challenges in its functions obviously. So here the members of each component view the world differently. Exactly. So here the many governments in one way or the other try to influence the people by promoting its policies or actions through the mass media. So here the public opinion plays a very special role in a democratic society because an essential democratic ideas is that government should respond to the popular will, and here the democratic nation needs to be aware of the demands and support the coming from the public. Exactly. So here by this we have completed our chapter 8, that is democracy. Thank you.